Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Pocket starts to collapse. He makes the connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going for the big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
It's on target and complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. On target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Wiggles free. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them, they'll throw screens, they'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Crosses to 40. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and some water.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Still on his feet. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They want to throw it, getting some heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Reinbold. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. A run for the quarterback. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, Texas and Texas A&M have been going at it today, and we finally have a winner. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new Top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the...
Going deep. And that pass is caught at the 25. Touchdown, Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, well, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Running with power. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
And they get the sack just like that. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on first down. He looks that one in nicely. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play...
And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires on the move. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Going with the ground game left. At the 40, there he goes. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And this is a really important series of plays. A chance into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines, or else you draw the flag. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. At midfield, he's got room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
And that's unfortunate for the offense. A golden opportunity to walk away with 2 extra points, but you fumble it at a critical juncture in the game. How's this one going to impact this game?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
The returner is tackled down at the 15, and the Notre Dame offense will take over.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. Now,
and a sack all the way back at the 5.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Davis. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Got his man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Leaves it with the running back.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The run from the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead.
Fellas, wanted to keep you informed on the battle for the Peach State between Georgia and Georgia Tech. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Open space at the 25. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll go to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Splits the uprights right down the middle. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over.
Brings it in down the left side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he got loose, it was all over. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Finds his big tight end. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. First down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Reinbold. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job of the base defense making a play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's third and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation. They use their speed to get to the QB.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got him in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Stanford, 22.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first one.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Stanford wants to push the pace.
Now, when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He gets a block, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The give as they work on that clock. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Clemson has just had no answer to the onslaught they've faced so far today. Almost feels like instead of touching Howard's Rock, that sucker was dropped on top of him. They're trailing by 14 to South Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll throw it on first down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Balls and fired complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide out in motion. Give to the back. Plows through the defense. And they'll knock him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they'll pass for it, trying to get to him. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. They bring him down, and that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, picked off. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed over the middle, it's Pope. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team.